Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra Tutorials channel. I'm your host, Larry, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 picks for best internet speed test websites that allow you to very easily and quickly check your internet speed to make sure that your internet's not having a hiccup or a problem in case you're having some type of network issue and you're not really sure what's going on. So, my first pick is speedtest.net for the number one pick. This is the one I always go to. And that is because they've always been recommended to me. They're always very reliable. And if you need them in app form for either Android or iOS devices, that's also available on your respective app stores for free. And all you got to do to check your both upload and download speeds is hit go. It automatically connects to a server, usually in your same state or province, wherever you kind of live. And then it checks your internet speed communicating with that server. All of the servers are just like volunteer servers from different companies or different other organizations. So I'll hit go. It also is nice, and then it shows you what your current service provider is down at the bottom with your IP address if you need it. I'm gonna blur that because, well, obvious reasons. Then it almost immediately will show you kind of what your current download latency is and what your download speed is currently at. It'll also do, right after it's done with my download speed, it'll also show my upload speed. Now, my upload and download speed will fluctuate quite a bit, just because I'm on satellite. So when the satellite's in peak position, I'll have the best download of my life. And then when it's in a transitionary period where it's going from one satellite to the next, I'll have a little bit of a dip. And so, whoa, cool. Thanks for that pop-up, speed test. Anyway, so it'll basically give you an idea of what your ping is, what your upload and download speeds are, and you can even rate your ISP with this website to let them kind of have an idea of how your service is compared to all the other ones available in the country. Or in the world. This one works, I think, all over the world. So the next one we've got is Fast.com. This is the one that is powered by and supported by Netflix. So they always want you to know what your video speeds would be based upon your current connection, because that obviously allows you to watch and listen to their service. They want you to have fast internet. And you can hit, when you go to Fast.com, let me just hit enter. I think when you first go to Fast.com, it doesn't even wait for you to ask to check your speed. It just immediately starts checking what your average internet speed is over a few seconds to tell you what it is. So my current average is about 60 megabits per second. Pretty good. And then we've also got next. Well, so that's pretty good. This one is less fancy, but it will show you really quickly and at a glance what your internet speed is, and it works on mobile. It only shows your download speed, doesn't show your upload speed, and doesn't give you any further information beyond that. So after Fast.com, you have Testmynet, and this one offers you the ability to leave it open monitoring your internet to see if you have weird dips every so often. So it can report that to you using the automatic speed test to benchmark over time your internet speeds, and if there's a weird gap because you're having service connection problems. You also have the ability to test your download speed and also your upload speeds. Let me just test my download speed. Testing it based on my ability to connect to Dallas, Texas, which is not the worst. So my average is about 50 megabits per second, and it has some more data here available based upon what my speed was and all that jazz. Both my minimum, maximum, and all that. Here it peaked really hard here at a lot, and then it was kind of averaged out. So that's nice to know, and you can go back, and then it's also got the ability to test your upload speed as well. So it'll then try to test my upload speed to another server, probably back in Dallas, Texas. And then my current upload average is 4 megabits per second, which it kind of fluctuates, as you saw, between 4 and 15 or something. So that's always good to know. This one's a little bit more in depth and has kind of a benchmarking tool that people might find handy. Next up is SpeedOfDoMe, which will test what my speed is and kind of give me a graph. So it'll give me kind of an idea of like my average speed, if it's dipping or whatever. I do know my speed dips a lot because again, I'm on satellite. That's going to happen. It's going to wibble wobble, but it won't fall down, kind of a deal. And they'll give you a more robust figure of what you're dealing with than say Fast.com. But again, I'm a big fan of Speedtest.net because it kind of gives you the biggest, most well-rounded set of information that you might want to kind of get a full spectrum idea of like, is it my connection? Do I have a lot of latency and jitter? We'll cover that in another video. If you have a lot of jitter in your line, your latency's going all crazy, that might actually mean that your connection is actually damaged, like the physical line is damaged or something in your setup is having problems. Then you'd probably need to either call somebody or order like replacement parts to sort of sort that sort of thing out. Of course, last but certainly not least, we have Fusion Connect. This is actually used to be called something else. I forget what. And all this is going to do is it's going to let you kind of determine by hitting the start button what your kind of at a glance speed is. It looks like they've partnered with Speedtest.net though, because this is 100% the Speedtest.net like speedometer and other visuals. So that's interesting. This used to just be another online ISP like hosting provider that provided a tool. Then I think they got acquired or something. They have a different name now, Fusion Connect, and they're pretty good. I mean, obviously they're using a similar tech to what Speedtest was doing, so they're able to pretty easily show me what my stats are as well. And if you ever don't like any of these, or you're like, I don't know if these people don't seem to be doing a very good job testing my internet, you can always go to Google and you can type in top speed testing websites, and then literally at the top you get like a whole list of like top 7, top 6, 15 best websites for performance and speed testing tools in 2023. Or if you're using like Google's new Bard system like I am, you can see here it actually gives you a list of all of them here inside of this. Like you can kind of see a list of different articles full of, you know, list after list of websites that are good for that. And you can go from there. Now, never be afraid to Google something, because there's always a top 5. Like, if it's a tool, there's a top 5 or a top 10 article somewhere. Like, these are the top best tools for giving yourself at-home liposuction. Don't try to do that. That's a joke. But you get the idea. There's always a bunch of different tools and lists of tools, depending on what you need. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. This has been a look at the top 5 speed testing tools that I liked, or at least I used to like in the past. I might remove Fusion Connect as like number 5 because, well, it looks like they just partnered with Speedtest.net, so I don't need to put Speedtest on here twice. But other than that, it's pretty good. Check it out for yourself. I'll put the links to these services in the video description below, or you can just look them up. I mean, their URLs are here at the top of the video. I'm not hiding them. The only thing I'm hiding is my IP address when it pops up. So that'll be it for this one, ladies and gentlemen. I've been your host, Larry. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye, and have a good one.